Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we will be talking about my new song called Rush of Life, which just came out, and this is a very special video because this I would say is my favorite song I've written so far, and I wrote it when I was living in Los Angeles a few years back. And you know, just life in LA can get a little hectic sometimes, even with the beautiful nature and sunsets. So we're gonna split the song up in a few different sections. We're gonna talk about the main riff, motive, and then we're gonna talk about the second theme that comes after. And then we're going to talk about my favorite spot, which is a soft section based on the second theme. And then we'll talk about the final climax. So let's talk about the most important part of the song, which is the motive or opening riff. I wanted to start the piece that had like a sense of adrenaline because the song is called Rush of Life, and as I explained, you know, I was living in Los Angeles and you know, it was quite a hectic time for me, so I wanted the music to kind of reflect what I was, you know, going through at the time. I chose 16th notes, something that was fast. You're like on the journey to somewhere. It starts a little bit soft, but it grows into the second theme, which I'll play in a little bit. I wanted to, you know, create something that's like hooky, literally repeats over and over again. I change it up sometimes as well, you know, this is the main, but I also do this thing where I add like a note on top. The harmonies for the opening is fairly simple, just 4 chords: F major, G major, A minor, and then C major. So together we get this. Okay, now I want to give a little tip on, you know, how you play this opening riff more comfortably, because, you know, if you do it incorrectly, it might get a little tense in your forearms or your wrists. When you have motions that require a lot of back and forth swinging, instead of playing every note, like, if you swing your wrist a little bit, it'll help with tension and stuff. So you're just kind of swinging. That's my tip. And also, do not put too much emphasis on the pinky, because this is not the melody. You want to... I wanted the second theme to contrast a little bit with the opening. Opening's really fast, and in my opinion, you know, what I like to do is have a little bit of contrast and dynamic in my pieces. So if we start fast, I want the second part to be a little bit slower in pace or more moderate tempo. If the piece starts, you know, more soft or mellow, lyrical, I want the bit afterwards to be more up-tempo, more upbeat, to kind of contrast that. So second theme, let me just show you real quick. So coming out of the opening, climax. And then it dies down. This is like the soft part of the piece, which is just the second melody. And then after that, we kind of build up again using the opening riff, but we do like this really cool syncopated rhythm. So the syncopation is kind of just to help the momentum and the build-up. After that, we kind of go into another soft spot. So this part is probably my favorite spot in the whole piece, which is the soft second theme bit coming out of the syncopated part. Let's talk about the final climax of this piece, which is just the opening intro. One last time you hear it. So let me do the build up into this. It's like the final climax. I wanted to kind of create a soft ending because this is kind of the piece you expect to have like a crazy ending, you know, like a loud ending, but like I wanted to, I guess, not do what is obvious. Just the second theme. And the piece actually ends on a dominant 7, which is, you know, musically not correct, but who cares? So now I'll show you a special version of Rush of Life. I'm gonna improvise some stuff. Let's see how it goes. Let's go. Cool. Thank you very much for watching this video. You know, I really enjoy doing these because, you know, just to go a little bit behind the song and, you know, explain a bit with, you know, my composing process and my thoughts. It's super cool. So, you know, write down in the comments if you want to see more, hear more. And yeah, the song is out now, Rush of Life. I'm super excited. Hope you all enjoy. Hope you all have exciting things coming in 2026. And yes, I'll see you all soon. Thank you so much. Peace out. Later.